There were an insane amount of TVs being shown off at CES this year. Every manufacturer had something cool to show off, and the theme was definitely thin, for even companies like TCL were boasting how thin their lineup was, and even Xiaomi showed off a few crazy thin and affordable panels, but there were some that were just mind-blowing, and I'm going to start it off with Hisense. Hisense had a great 2016, for they had some great budget 4K TVs, and they had plenty to show off here, but the one that caught my eye was this huge 8K panel that was front and center. Just like this guy, I had to do a double take. It was a whopping 98 inches, and it was absolutely gorgeous. I think 4K looks incredible already, but 8K is 4 times the resolution of 4K, and on a big panel like this, it was definitely amazing to see. This thing has 800 nits of brightness and covers 90% of the DCI P3 color space. I dream of this. They did have some smaller 8K TVs there as well that were quantum dot panels with wide color gamut, HDR support, 800 nits of brightness as well with local dimming, and its Ultra LED technology. And the only downside for us in the US is that Hisense is planning to release these in China first, so no plans to release these in the US at this time. Man, I hope that changes. They also had this crazy 100-inch 4K Lasercast TV that will be out later this year. It's an ultra short throw projection system that features HDR support, covers 82% NTSC, has 120Hz motion, and UHD upscaling with 5.1 surround sound that uses the wireless speakers and the subwoofer to achieve. They even showed off the dual Lasercast 4K, which has 2 lasers and 2 color wheels, which would give it better color gamut and higher brightness capabilities, but the Lasercast will set you back $13,000, so get your wallet ready in the summer. They also updated a ton of their 4K low-end, mid-range, and flagship TVs this year. The screen sizes go up to a huge 86-inch panel with the H8D series. I love the curved ULED 65-inch quantum dot model, for I have one of these in my house, which I absolutely love. This one has an updated, nicer look with a crazy 1280 nits of brightness, HDR10 and Dolby Vision support, wide color gamut, and local dimming. It looks amazing, and the pricing is very reasonable. The lower-end H7D series brings you 4K with HDR and Smart TV compatibility with UHD upscaling starting at just $399. I really love what Hisense is doing here with their TV lineup. You need to watch out for them. I think they're going to do really well this year. The next TV that I was blown away by is LG's TV OLED W. I mean, it's literally breathtaking when you see it. It's a work of art. It is just 3.85 millimeters thin. It looks like it's just floating on the wall. That's where you'll have to keep it though, because there's no stand. This is wall mount only because all of its ports and components are in the sound bar with pop-up speakers, which also has support for Dolby Atmos, which I got to check out in the demo booth, and it sounds pretty legit. This will be available this year in 65 and 77-inch variants. I'm sure this will be expensive. The picture is absolutely mind-blowing though, covering 99% of the DCI color space with support for Dolby Vision, HDR10, HLG, and Technicolor HDR. LG wouldn't share details if the panel was new or not, so I'm assuming it's the same panel as last year with some improvements, but you can't complain, it looks insane. They also updated their Super UHD TV models with nanocrystal technology, and they look stunning as well. LG wasn't the only one showing off a stunning OLED panel. Sony came out swinging with this A1E Bravia OLED TV. It's super thin as well. It's not quite as thin as the LG TV, but it's still ridiculous, and the picture quality here is insane, and that has to do with the Sony X1 Extreme processing that is just dedicated to the picture itself, and there is a separate processor for the Android TV operating system that's on board. Of course, you have HDR10 and Dolby Vision support here as well. The blacks look amazing, of course, because it's an OLED panel, and the colors really pop. Some people will either love or hate this stand, but it does have a built-in subwoofer in it, and all the ports and components are housed in here, but Sony says you can't tuck this in and wall mount it since it has a built-in VESA mount. The display has super thin bezels, and you will notice there are no speakers on the front because get this TV uses the entire panel as the speakers. Yup, It's called Acoustic Surface, and it vibrates the panel itself to generate sound, so if someone is talking over here and someone else is talking over here, you should be able to tell them apart. This is insane. I can't wait to try this out. You can send me one, Sony, it's okay. Sony is not manufacturing their own OLED panels at this time. They are being made by LG. The last one we need to talk about here is Samsung. They kind of took a dig against OLED, saying that the Quantum Dot LED is just as good or not better than OLED. Samsung claims that QLED panels are brighter between 1500 and 2000 nits, which is insane, and it covers up to 100% of the color volume with accurate DCI-P3 color reproduction, no matter the brightness of the TV, which they say is an industry first. The panels look fantastic with nice build quality, and they offer some unique mounting options as well with interchangeable frames. They also showed off a unified software experience with Tizen OS and this cool looking remote. This one remote should do it all without all the mess, and hopefully I'll get to try one of these QLED TVs out here in the future. So what do you guys think? What was your favorite TV out of all of them, and which one are you most excited about? Let me know in the comment section below, and if you'd like to see more TV coverage on this channel, then make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Right below that, there will be links to these TVs if they are available. Subscribe for more cool videos like this, and I will see you in the next one.